Hello everybody and welcome back to Cade Plays Hellish Quart this Sword Sunday. And today we're going to take on some more survival runs with Marta. I haven't played Marta in a little while. Not for like a whole episode. We mixed her in a little bit with our Played All the Mains episode and a few other things, but I'm feeling a little stabby today. I'm feeling a little stabby today. There we go. There we go. Okay. Just pressure him right back into the wall of the arena and then chop him in the face. Do you never just feel like backing somebody all the way up to a wall with a rapier and then blow, like giving them like a kind of overhand moulinet? Kalkstein. I could never decide how I like to say your name. You struck me. Lo, I have been struck. Struck twice. Stabbed in the face. I gotta get Marta's moveset a little bit more back under my hands. I'm a little out of Marta practice. So likelihood is I'm gonna be probably too aggressive to start and then have to get humbled. Alright, the Marta mirror match. You know we love this one. She blade beat me. There we go. Did she hit me though? No. Okay, clean. Clean. That's good. I'm trying to get a little bit better about holding long guard to bind in case of lunges, but then when I see her pull back to go for a cut, dropping the long guard back, trying to parry the cut and then punish off of that. Which is like pretty fundamental stuff as far as this game goes. You know, I'm trying to lock it down. God, that second, like, her neutral high left, that comes out so fast. Stabbed him in the eyeballs. You can cut me in the shins all you want, Barabash. Will not stop you from getting perforated ojos. Tarnovsky, alright. Try to do your dancing thing on me. Dance on me then. Ooh! 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 Oh, that was right, like, that was like in the mouth and then through the spine via the back of the throat. That was actually really nasty. God, I forget how much I love Marta sometimes. Alright, 'tis the big father. Yep, back it up. Back it up. Okay. Quartata for positioning. Oh! Well then. Okay. I guess I just get butchered sometimes. God damn. God damn, he hit me clean as hell too. Beat. Come back. I want my run back. I want my run back. We can do better than a round 5, most definitely. God, it works every single time. I don't know why it works every single time, but just long guard high left just punctures Gideon. I think there's something about his stance where it just lands at a perfectly unguarded point of his body. And then we flashing Quartata Jacek. So this run's going strong so far. See if we can keep this momentum up. Ah, the burning whorehouse. Oh yeah, we know what we do. We get blade beat. That's what we do. Come on, Marina. I've caught her arms so many times already. There we are. There we are. Chesticles. Marina is just such a problem. I find that, like, where she holds her shield is even worse than where Connor holds his shield as far as getting through it when you're on the offense. Is that what you're gonna do now? Oh, that should have hit. That should have hit. You have lied to me. In Quartata. Headshot. She's a sniper with a rapier, man. Sniper with the rapier. Give him some of that. Give him some of that sass. Give him some of that sassafras. Make yourself a root beer. Alright. Marie. If I'd a Longguard high left flash lunged, that would have gone even better. Ain't no way. Bit. You so rude for that. Just, I had the Longguard up. How you just gonna flunge on me like that? No. I refuse. I refuse. I staunchly and solidly absolutely refuse. Alright, you see? Oh! Longswords are just devastating me today. I don't know why necessarily I decided to go for the backstep high right. I feel like that's not against longswords. That's not really the call. That's more of an anti-saber trick because they tend to get in closer. All right. Do you want to just keep backing up every time I lunge? Oh dear. Oh dear, she just ran up on him and then just like very calmly like slowly pushed the rapier through his eye. Just like, I'm sorry, sir, do you have a moment to talk? Like those door-to-door peoples. Man. Alright, Zeri, you ended a run today. You're not doing that again. You're not doing that again. I know I'm running up on him too much, but in the early rounds, I'm just trying not to spend 7,000 years in the early rounds with them backing up from every lunge attempt, because that is going to be 95% of the attacks I throw out. Ow. That should have hit balls. Alright. The old Kalki gonna give me the business today. Unless I give him the business. So I gave him the business. You ever just pull up on somebody and you're like, I gotta give them the business. Sometimes you may even lament that you must give them the business. Possibly you don't even want to give them the business, right? You may have wanted to give them something else, like a cupcake or a nice slice of pear, but the business is what came out when the chips were down. See, if I do anything else, I get hit. What about if I Inquartata to her non-shield side? That seems to work alright. Oh, and then I can dance it back with the second hit. Push me. She pushed me. God, it just... I like that she's a character in the game. I like that she's a character in the game and she brings a unique fighting style and presents a unique combat challenge. I don't enjoy fighting her. It just feels like I spend forever trying to get through that goddamn shield. You want another one? There you go. He wanted another one. Oh, Laszlo, our sweet pincushion boy. One of these days, you're gonna learn how to expect a lunge and maybe advance using Longguard. But it won't be today. It certainly isn't today. Alright, the mirror match. Oh, you know I love the mirror match. Alright, go for a cut. Nope. She went for a lunge and she got stabbed in the face. It ended exactly as it was meant to end. It ended in the only way that it possibly could have. Ended exactly how it must. With a big old stab in the eyes. Alright, we get another shield fight. Connor, what were you doing in a brothel and why is it on fire? And why did you get stabbed in the wrist? So many questions. So few answers. But there's just none of it matters when you're snapping on them and are standing tall as the victor. So I mean, it is ultimately what it is. Blow. Oh, that'll clear your sinuses. That'll clear your sinuses, won't it, sunshine? There we go. Now we're getting it. Now we're getting our groove back. We're getting our rhythm back a little bit. Alright, Tarnovsky, are you on weird sidestep timing? Kinda. That was a double? Get out, man. Ain't no way you cut my shoulder that bad. 'Tis but a flesh wound. Lies. Alright. You wanna get poked in the tummy? You wanna get poked in the tummy, little buddy? Better raise your guard if you wanna, like, don't be advancing on me in a non-standard guard. Because I know your auto blocks offline while you're holding your sword down like that. Why would you do it? What is you, a dumb? A stupid? Both? Nope. He's very... Kalkstein, when played by the computer, is very, very prone to whiffing. When Kalkstein whiffs, he's open for like 6,000 years. Alright, keep backing up then. Keep backing up then. The slow lunge. Like because there's that's a two-hit attack, right? It's the dip lunge where she kind of like drops the tip and then lunges with a flick up. And then the high left input, she'll take a second step and kind of surge forward for a second lunge. That landed so slow, and about that much of the rapier actually went into his sternum. That was... Okay. That didn't look like a very convincing kill, but I assure you, the man is dead. Yo! What type of timing are you on? And also, why has your wrist got a big hole in it? That is high-speed carpal tunnel syndrome, buddy? Brother? Bruddy? Butter? Ah, I kind of want butter now. I'm gonna butter some toast. Whoa! 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 Both barrels! Just the in quartata and then a quick flick in the sternicus to just finish it off. Chalk one up. Alright, calc again. Okay. Can be dangerous. There it is. Timing and its spacing. I can get the timing and the spacing. You know, I can do good things. Can do good things. Alright, Hassan, I don't really know you yet. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. If you want to just cover half the goddamn arena and immediately kill shot me in the shoulder, you dog. Good God. He came out of nowhere. You seen that? He came out of nowhere. Alright, we'll reset to around 1 Marie. Stop it. Stop it. No points. This is 64,000 points. That's extremely generous. Alright, who's next? It's Yasuk. No, 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 it's not. It's Jan. It's Jan. My bad. Throwback to earlier builds of the game right there, right quick. Sternicus. Chesticles. Give him some of that. Give him some of that. The early rounds, of course, not really too much exciting going on as far as like rounds 1 to 3, because it's like sometimes I get really stupidly washed and I take like a million hits and I get no points and then I lose a flag and all that goofiness. But when I'm playing vaguely okay, what tends to happen is I just burn through those early rounds like fairly quick. Like this one. One hit quit. Ain't no way that second hit didn't hit. I just... See, this is what I hate. I'm just like... Alright, that one happened to land, but if I'd have thrown that a little bit earlier, it's just every time you throw a lunge, all the AI knows to do is double backdash. And so it's just like, I throw a lunge, didn't hit, double backdash. Look there. Oh, she's lunge proof. Oh, see, she's still backdashing. She's still backdashing. She's still backdashing. Alright, went in with that little circled lunge. Stop. Okay. Okay. Okay, alright. Look, I was trying to illustrate a point. I was trying to illustrate a point and I was being ridiculous. I'm fully aware of this. There's a cat hair on my glasses. Because this is my room and there's cat hair on absolutely everything. Because I do be having 2 cats. And they are both fluffy as hell. Yeah, wow. Wow, caught him in the arm with the first one and then got him with the second one. Like, there's like the little lip piercing right there. Like, while he was still in the stagger. That's pretty nasty. That's pretty nasty. It's quite funny, though. Get a little 2-hitter. Alright, Connor, we solve you by doing this. Alright, we solve you by doing this, but good. Yeah, if you inquartata to that side, to Marta's left, depending on exactly which attack animation Connor just whiffed, it's a pretty reliable upper arm hit. Alright, we 2-tapped you. You got some more in the tank? Inquartata through the wrist. You love to see it. Or at least I do. I love to see it. I love to see me winning. That's my favorite. Uh-oh, Marina. Oh, God. Here we go. Whoa! Oh! Tip of the nose, I'm pretty sure is what that was. That looked like that went just bang, right through her nostrils. Right through her nostrils, right through her nasal cavity. Yep, that one actually looked like it went over his head, but the hit detection still counted, so I don't care. I'll take janky hit detection if it works in my favor. When it works against me, I get mad. But as long as it's working in my favor, we're fine. Alright. Kalkstein carrot cake. Oh yeah, okay, okay. You tried to back me up to the wall. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. See, and this is just how it works, is it ends up with just endless backdashing. And then I'm like, I'm constantly moving forward, which then makes me very easy to hit. And so, like, my options are I can either throw a lunge, they backdash, and I follow, if I'm trying to, like, not take forever, or I lunge, they backdash, I, what, like, just stand there and then wait for them to reapproach me? Ain't no way. Not like this. You may be Mr. Quick and Deadly, but I'd prefer it if you were just quickly dead. Not that that was particularly quick. He was putting paws on me. And of course, he is Yasik. He is the main character, so he gets main character power level boost. You want to do it. You know you do. Way! See, he tried to step to the side on me. He tried to step to the side on me and do that little messer thing where he raises it over his head and then sidesteps and does a big crescent cut. No, sir! No, sir. I do not care for it. I do not want it. I do not approve of it. Your loan application has been denied. Ow. Alexander. Just stay backdashing. Stay backdashing. I ought to watch my stamina right now. Explosive counter. Yeah, I got you running, didn't it? And then I tagged you right in the forehead. Trepanned him. You studied ancient historical medicine, you will know. Trepanned him. Just trying to relieve the pressure on your skull. Rebalance your humors and all that. Someone get the leeches. Yup, I'm dead. Just it's one thing sometimes, and then you're just dead, and that's what it is. Wow, I'm not having an effective day of it today. I think it's just been too long since I played Marta. I'm not acting right. Just come back. Just stop running. Stop running. Let me push this rapier up your nose. Please. Thank you. You're only prolonging the inevitable. You're just making this take longer. That's all it is. That's... Yep, sure. If you want to just... I didn't even move a step. He ran up, whiffed an attack, stepped back, and got lunged. Which seems pretty par for the course. I feel like when I'm playing Zera and I come up against rapiers, that's typically how I run the playbook as well. There. Just staying at the correct distance, waiting for the right moment. Jumping in there and puncturing somebody's lungs. No, you're a sociopath. That's a doble? That's a doble? Come on now. You lied to me. You lied to me. Well, I did like that attack, though. He's attacking me back. No, why is this happening? Quit it. Quit it. Oh, we did injure his leg, though. Owie. I've taken far too many hits already. Yep. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. Okay. I hate it here. I hate it here. Literally actually getting worse. This is depressing. This is why do I do this? We never gonna see the big 30 if I don't clean up my like get my act together, man. And I'd just be spamming like that. Come on, do something! Keep him trapped in the corner. His little buddy, the horse behind him, was just braying sadly for his death. You know what? I don't care. I don't care if your horse friend is sad. You're dead because you're terrible. Oh, I should have had that. What are you doing? Okay, dying, apparently. Catching lunges with your bicep. Those 200 ducats for that? Don't feel like that was worth 200 ducats. How about you? Feel like that was worth 200 ducats? Alright, Hassan though. Hassan though. You ended a decent run earlier. You about to say something really uncool, which I'm not gonna say. But you're a dick bag. You're a bag of dicks. Big old burlap sack full of flopping dongers. Well, you are. Jackass. Alright, old slughead. Oi! Hey! Dispatched swiftly. And with no small level of impunity. I will say, there was real impunity being impugned. Alright, Alexander, you just stage 3 beat me, and I hate you for that. I actually hate you for that. Fucking god damn it! Why am I unable to beat Alexander on any difficulty? And I can see the comments already. Like 4 paragraph explanations of exactly what I keep doing wrong. I know, okay? I do know. I am aware that I'm just terrible and bad and making awful decisions. I'm aware. I know. Christ. I should uninstall the game and bury this series forever. It's the one achievement. 30 on survival is the only achievement I don't have in this game. I've got every other achievement in the game. And it's just driving me crazy because I was so close once. I got to 29 once. And the part that drives me the craziest is that if I had gotten 30 back then, the achievement because the achievement didn't exist at that time, but if I'd have gotten it then when the achievement popped, they would have checked and seen the 30 and I would have got it anyway. So if back when I did that run, I could have got one more round, like we wouldn't even be having this conversation. And I'm so mad about it. I'm incensed. I'm furious. But like now there's a lot more characters in the game than there used to be, so the survival mode rotation is super different because you didn't used to run up against Connor or Marta or Marina or I believe Alexander even at that time. So I think Hellish Quart was much easier back then. Also think the enemy AI just wasn't up to par. So I think that 29 run that I did back in the day is actually the easiest this game was ever gonna be. And I didn't seal the deal. And that haunts me. That actually haunts me. Oh, I rang my own ear with that one. Good God. Ma. Anyway. I just want you to know. I just want you to know that I am haunted by the ghost of my past near success. That should have been your wrist. I gotta wait until she actually commits to an attack, but she's so cagey. That was too late. Right there should have been it. Take a little stab in the leg, though. Stab you in the face. Do a thing. Do a thing. She caught me, but I caught her back. Does it change the speed at which they can turn? Wow. Kind of maybe? I don't know. I'd be interested to see the stats on that. Does the reduced mobility from a leg hit reduce the rate at which someone can turn? Can you then sidestep around them more effectively? I wonder. Genuinely, I do. Yawn. Yawn. Blow. Yeah. Yeah. Cranium. Perforated. You just pop the top of his head off now. Like the lid of a jar. And consume the delicious contents. I mean, what? Don't eat brains. You get the prions disease. You don't want the prions, man. You don't. Give you spongiform encephalitis. Which look that shit up on Wikipedia, man. That's terrifying. Why we don't eat people. But especially not the brains. That's where most of the prions live. Blow. Sometimes the Inquartata is absolutely demonic. Sometimes it just don't be landing. And I can't tell the difference between when it's one and when it's the other. I get confused easily, you see. It's gonna happen again. I'm gonna get longsworded again. Wait, no, it's definitely gonna happen if I start acting like that. We gotta trade, we gotta exchange. Back it up. Yo! Just, it doesn't even matter that I'm guarding. She says no. She says no guard. No guarding. I will simply smash your tiny rapier out of the way of your body with the sheer force of my long sword. All right, one more. One more. I got one more in me. I got one more in me. I'm not gonna be salty and then just give up. That's not how we do it around here. Okay, we're just gonna stand there, stare into each other's eyes. He's just kind of like, you know, in his little idle stance, and I'm just like, stab. Okay. Okay. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? Like, come on, bro. Little closer. Little closer. Little closer. Little closer. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is going to take until the end of time. Coward. You big red coward. If you're a coward, why are you wearing red on a battlefield? It's going to make you stand out more than anything. You should be wearing camo or something like, yeah, in a nice dusty gray color like Samuel's got. Samuel's making sense. Stop it. Second lunge should have hit for sure. Traded that one. Okay. You low guard at me? Were you bait guarding me? Alright, that's just your long guard. I'm very familiar with that. There we are. there we are. A good old-fashioned whiff into a wrist stab. That is what we like to see. I'll sip some water, 1 second. Oh, I definitely didn't think the lid was on this. Don't know if the episode is giving you the sense that sometimes I can be really stupid. Wow. Gotcha. Gotcha, Jackheck. Jackhecks. God damn, who remembers Jack and Daxter, man? Who else remember Jack and Daxter? I feel like those games are pretty, like... I feel like they're pretty well loved, right? What a beautiful... I know I whiffed the actual Inquartata, but functioning as a sidestep and then being able to immediately take advantage of his whiffed attack was genuinely pretty fantastic. Inquartata, even when it misses, it's good. But when it hits, it's also good. It's just my favorite... It's my favorite attack motion in fencing. Period. I can't do them well. I don't have a particularly great level of, like, flexibility in my hip joints. I'm kind of a bit brick body, so I fence very linear. But, if I could Inquartata, it would make me very happy. Like with that real, with the you know, the real deep step in the Inquartata, with the flare the hand as you do so. I'm going off the top of my camera here, but you know that like when you lunge and you got that big, like, you know, you extend your arm out behind, just twisting around in front of a camera on the internet. So dumb. I am so dumb. All right, we get a Hassan. We get a Hassan. We're gonna give you one of these. See, his guard's high, so his arm has to travel real far to get to the low spots. Which sounds a little bit crazy. But also, how many times do I have to stab you this lesson, old man? Whoa, gutted him. That last like very sharp, like that was vindictive. That was hate-filled. That was to get him back for that time he leapt forward 140 feet, spinning like an anime character, and landed that attack on me. And ended a perfectly good run. Like an arsehole. Yeah? Yeah? I don't just keep backing up. I want a little bit more room. Okay, there we go. That's better for me. If I'd have followed that up, I would have actually taken that. You cut and thrust at me? How fucking dare you? I don't even cut and thrust. You don't cut and thrust. Caught you in the arm again. Just quit it, Colkstein. I'm taking you seriously, bud. I'm accepting the fact that you can be... You can be a legitimate threat, but, like, good lord, man. Time bonus of precisely 0. Exactly le earth. Fucking Marina. Alright. Yep, there it is. I should have stuck to the backstep strategy that works far more effectively, but also in those small arenas that gets so tricky because I just don't have the room to back up into. Ruins my goddamn life. This was a painful episode. This was a painful episode. If you watched all the way to the end of it, I assume you just enjoy my suffering, in which case, I suffer for thee, for thy entertainment. You know what? I don't think anything's ever going to stop me until I get that last achievement. Even when it hurts, even when I'm angry, I'm gonna keep pushing until I find that big 30, and I know it can be done. If you're a new viewer and you made it all the way to the end of this episode, leave me a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you want to see more of this and the other content that I bring you on this channel. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back and spending your time with me. You fill my heart with the warm, fuzzy feelings, and I love you. Other than that, there is nothing left for me to say except, I have been Cade. This has been Hellish Quart, this Sword Sunday. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.